Drizzles can be better than heavy rain in that they penetrate the soil better without harm and without waste. You're welcome to our next episode. Unfortunately, I have to apologize again. I did not finish the story on cocaine. I ended at a paragraph which reads, according to the doctor, the money is attractive, but the health risks are great because there is no permanent cure for cancer of any kind. That's where I stopped. But I've realized that I left the rest of the story. So let's continue before we go to the last page. So here is a continuation of the story. The least that can be talked about is rupture of the womb and childlessness. Yeah, this is a warning to women, those growing up. Let me take that again. The least that can be talked about is rupture of the womb and childlessness. However, in the end, the victim will definitely be affected by the cancer of the uterus, cervix, vagina, and womb. Paragraph. No operation, according to the medical doctor, would be able to save the life of any woman who, out of the dastardly business of getting cocaine inserted through her underpant into her womb, cervix, contracts cervix, vagina, uterus, and womb cancer. Pardon me. Paragraph. The ultimate, according to the doctor, is death. The ultimate, according to the doctor, is death. The medical doctor had more revelations to make. Then to be continued on page 8. He says drug, continued on page 8. He says drug, oh, this page 8. He says drug users, this item is too small for me. Pardon me. Oh my God. Okay, I think it's this one. He says drug users who stuff cocaine, heroin, and cannabis retard. Who sniff, I'm sorry. He says drug users who sniff cocaine, heroin, and cannabis retard the functioning of the brains. They can also get brain cancer, which no surgery can cure. Drug users are also susceptible to brain tumors and pulmonary, heart, and chest cancers. All these ailments have no remedy. The only remedy is for the user to abstain from the drugs. Even then, according to the medical doctor, the effects of withdrawal symptoms can be worse than if the user continues to abuse his body system with drugs. So better not go there at all. It says the withdrawal symptoms can be very, very, very devastating. Uh, his body system with drugs. He says the withdrawal symptoms are just like an addicted smoker or alcohol drinker who cannot perform his or her normal duties without smoking or drinking. Paragraph. He says some people's hands shake because of excessive alcohol intake, and the only means by which they can be normal is to continue drinking to steady their shaking hands and body. In the same way, according to the physician, anyone who takes drugs like cocaine, heroin, and cannabis suffers a lot of pain and anguish when they stop the practice. Is it worth it? Okay. Paragraph. Most of them, when they don't get a dosage of the drug in the blood, what they usually call a fix in a double inverted commas, they can get hysterical, full stop. Some of them even have uh, phlegmy. Some of them even have phlegmy. Oh, is this phlegmy or phlegm? Please, let me spell it. I may be wrong. Plegmi. Eh? Plegm. Some of them even have phlegmy coming out of their nose. I think it's phlegm. Coming out of their nose, and mouth like murons. And it is a very serious and critical situation that always needs immediate medical assistance. The medical officer disclosed. In conclusion, the medical officer hinted that anyone that has been addicted to whatever form of drug, be it marijuana, cocaine, heroin, or cannabis, and even cigarette or alcohol, and wants to give that habit up, will suffer from withdrawal symptoms. Paragraph. Such persons, according to the medical doctor, should seek medical assistance as there are specialists who know drugs and kinds of beverages, drug addicts need to take to gradually erode the harmful effect of drugs from their system. From their system. Okay. Rexec and the curfew. Oh, this is a different story. Continued on the same paper. So that I think that's the end of the cocaine story now. And following it is Rexec and curfew. No. Okay, that was continued from page 3. Now we go to page 8, the last page. Secrets of Yendi conflict. Secrets of Yendi conflict. This one we did it. What caused Santos' death? Yes, according to we've done it. So we have basically this story left. Secrets of Yendi conflict. Uh, it is now known that the intransigence of the combatants in an uncooperative attitude has dented the history of the chieftaincy tradition in the Dagbang area. The Yendi clashes, which caused the death of the Yana, has upset not only the people of Dagbang, but the government and the people of Ghana on the whole. Lots of money that could have been used by government for the development projects in the Yendi area is being used to finance the committee of inquiry set to investigate the causes of the clashes, as well as peacekeeping operations in the area. Yes, that's what happens. People take advantage of mishaps, calamities, and whatnot to chop money in government. They set committees, and then the committees get heavy pay packets when they are leaving the meetings. Okay. operations as a point in time, no, clashes as well as peacekeeping operations in the area. Paragraph. At a point in time, it was even rumored that hired mercenaries from outside the country were hired to perpetrate the acts of killing and burning of houses in Yendi. Some prominent members of government were hotly accused of being privy to the whole clandestine deal, and in an effort to clear their good names, they have resigned from their posts. Meanwhile, reports reaching the gossip indicate that the feud between two royal gates of Dagbon could have easily been resolved if, circumspection and cooperation with the security agencies had taken place. Paragraph. As far back as March 9, and of course that's 2002, as far back as March 9, a week after peaceful Eid al-Adha Muslim festival, supporters of the two royal gates had started stocking arms and ammunition towards the showdown. Towards the showdown. Paragraph. When the news of an imminent clash between supporters of the Andani and Yakubu gates got to the hearing of the District Security Council, they did not sit on it. A meeting was held by the DSEC. I think DSEC means District Security Council, I think so. A meeting was held by the DSEC and the regional member and the regional minister between the two royal gates. Full stop. It was then that the root cause of understanding between the two royal gates came to light. Paragraph. Much as the Andani Gate wanted to celebrate the annual fire festival single-handedly, the Abudu Gate also wanted to celebrate the festival at the same time. At the same time is my word. Wanted to celebrate the festival. The REGSEC, Regional Security Council, the REGSEC, in its wisdom, decided that both factions could celebrate the fire festival on separate days to forestall any clashes. To forestall any clashes, but the Andani Gate did not want the Abudu Gate to celebrate the festival. Okay. Paragraph. In the end, there was a peace truce. And it was agreed that the Abudu Gate would celebrate the fire festival first with only drumming and dancing, while the Andani Gate would celebrate their festival carrying the ancestral gods. Okay. Paragraph. That gentleman's argument That gentleman's argument seemed to have brought understanding between the two gates. The Abudu gates celebrated their festival, leaving the Andani gate. Can I read this? Leaving the Andani gate to celebrate theirs at a later date. Paragraph. When the district commissioner of police went to the Gbewa Palace to consult with Yana towards police security during celebration of the fire festival, he was assaulted by some youth in the palace. Full stop. A similar treatment was meted out to the army commander in Tamale when he also visited the Bewa Palace. So tit for tat. The Regional Security Council therefore had to stop in. Sorry, the Regional Security Council therefore had to step in. I'm sorry, viewers. Therefore had to step in and make peace between the two warring factions. The regional minister, the regional minister was, however, rebuffed by the youth at the Biwa Palace. Biwa Palace, I think that's in Tamale. They told him that if he, a royal, had allowed both factions to celebrate fire festival, the same thing would be revisited on him in future. Paragraph. In the end, peace prevailed, but a lot of the youth of the area who were bent on clashing kept on preparing for war and stocked arms and ammunition. Paragraph. The Resec therefore decided to place a curfew on the Yendi community and freeze the celebration of the second and final fire festival. This did not go down well with the youth, but with the, pragmat- with the pragmatism of the Yana, an agreement was reached with the Resec and the curfew and, and ban with the Resec and the curfew and ban placed on Yendi and Fire Festival, respectively, was lifted. And the ban was lifted, sorry. Okay, paragraph. Uh, Before Yana could celebrate his fire festival, shooting started at the Gbewa Palace and that of the Abudu Gate on March 25th. Paragraph. The district chief executive and his family, for fear of being attached, for fear of being attacked, had to be smuggled out of Yendi to seek refuge at the Kamina barracks in Tamale. So I'm sorry, the Gbewa Palace is rather in Yendi and not Tamale. Pardon me, viewers. Barracks to Kamina barracks in Tamale. Spontaneously, telephone lines to Yendi went down and communication between the Resec and the peacekeepers at Yendi were cut out. Now we go to the last part, and you see the last part was attached to the cocaine story, I believe. So let's see. The cocaine story ended with the harmful effects of drugs from the system. So now we go to Red Sec. Red Sec and the curfew and ban placed on Yendi and the festival respectively was lifted. Okay, it's a repetition of the last sentence. Before Yana could celebrate his fire festival, shooting started at the Gbewa Palace and and uh, and that of the Abdu Gate on March 25th. It's a repetition. Okay. The district chief executive and his family, for fear of being attacked. Oh, I don't know why they come and repeat it here. Okay. Okay, let's take the next paragraph. The 9 policemen dispatched to maintain peace at Yendi were since the 9 policemen dispatched to maintain peace at Yendi were mincemeat to the violence and anger of the clashing factions. So soldiers and police reinforced. So soldiers and police reinforcement had to be deployed to the area. But alas, the harm had already been done. Full stop. The fury of the warring clashes was such that was said that Yana had to send an emissary to inform the military and police commanders that he was in distress. Mm-mm. They responded to his distress call. All right, they responded to his distress call, all right, only to meet a lot of people dead. The Yana mission and loss of houses burnt. I don't know why missing is spelled here. The Yana missing. Missing is spelled Misen. So I don't know. The Yana missing and loss of the houses burnt. Missing is spelled Misen. Maybe it's supposed to be Missien instead of En. So the Yana missing and loss of houses burnt. This state of affairs is unfortunately because it's unfortunate. Let me correct it. This state of affairs is unfortunate because, as has been said already, the RESEC, District Security Council and Regional Security Council, the DSEC and RESEC and the two royal gates of Yendi were in close touch towards maintenance of peace in the area. And so it is sad that tempers could not be calmed and the situation went out of control. Went out of control. The situation went out of control. This is the evidence that the district chief executive of Yendi gave when he appeared before the Walu committee last weekend. Please, that place is blocked, so I don't know the word well, whether it's Walu or Walu committee last weekend. Okay. Paragraph. In another development, the former Northern Regional Minister told the committee that it was in consultation with Yana that the curfew placed on Yendi was lifted. He said Yana assured him that there would be total peace during the period of the fire festival, and so he should lift the curfew placed on Yendi. Okay. The former Northern Regional Minister also told the WACO, the word here is WACO committee. So the former Northern Regional Minister also told the WACO committee, WACO is spelled WUAKU, also told the WACO committee that until the March 26 clashes, there was relative peace at Yendi. Full stop. However, he traced the feud between the two royal gates of Dagbon as far as 10 years back and said much as the DSEC and RESEC cooperated with both royal gates towards peace during the fire festival, some people who did not see the need compromise sparked off the clashes. I think the need to compromise. Two is not there. Don't see the need. Let me add my two. Don't see the need to compromise sparked off the clashes. Good. We'll go to the last paragraph. The former, no. Okay. Two soldiers who were peacekeepers at Yendi before the clashes said it was the faulty battery of their Mowag. It was the faulty battery of their Mowag that delayed their response to the distress call by the Yana on March 26. Even then, one of them was attacked. He suffered a head injury and had to be treated at the Yendi hospital. End of story. Well, I have to apologize again, viewers. It's getting dark. I don't know.